Well, yeah, this cross member here will support it there.
So I guess go ahead and start taking it up. Let's see what we get.
Oh, baby, you're just about there.
How much more?
Oh, not much.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Happy Saturday, the 23rd day of January. So, I got a box this week. Haven't had a chance to open it yet. It's sitting in the back of the Suburban. This comes to us from our buddy Richard Melvin over in the UK. And BSR Motorsports. If you don't know Richard Melvin and you're into Alfa Romeos, especially vintage ones, I highly suggest that you look them up online. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, and all these other places. Oh my gosh, look at this stuff. This is crazy. Hang on, let me flip this around so you can see. Yeah, I say, take a look at this. How sweet is that? 4-pot front pistons. Got the beautiful CSR logo on there. We have to get some more because we are probably gonna paint these red, but what a awesome OS car, guys. What do we got here? It's the little things in life that excite us so much. Be careful not to get my handprints in here, but let's pull this out of our plastic sleeve as I rip the bag, which I didn't intend to do. How beautimous are those new front rotors, 2-piece. Check that out. Just awesome quality work. And these are all made by CSR, by Richard. I mean, this is aftermarket stuff still being made on a 1986 vehicle. Totally freaking awesome. Hold tight. Let's make some noise. I'm sure all my shit. Yesterday was a long day, but man, what a cool day. So got a guy, Mike Ritchie, I met online. He's got a Alfa GTV6 he restored and was interested in selling it to me. Of course, I'd end up by butchering it, so it's fully restored. I just don't know that I can bring myself to buy the car and do to it what I'm gonna do to the rust bucket here. But anyways, Mike came over. He's got a bunch of engine parts. We're looking at building an S mod for this car, 3-liter, probably doing some stuff to it. And he's got all the parts to do it. And it's funny, you meet people and you click. And car guy would just click like that. Anyways, he came over, he brought a limited slip differential out of a Milano that'll fit right into this car. And got it for a song and dance. I paid him twice what he wanted for it because he was so cheap on it. So hopefully I did the right thing. He was trying to do the right thing. I think he's cleaning his garage out, but just amazingly wonderful. And we started the day yesterday with Mike coming over, had a cigar and a bourbon, got to know the guy. And he looked at me and goes, hey, man, we can take the engine out of this Alfa or what? So we dove in, and I have to say, it's been, God, the last time I pulled an engine out of a car was when I was racing. And trying to think of the last time that I did that, but it would have been probably 2003. So, almost 20 years ago, 20 years ago. And, it's a perishable skill. And I could have never done this without Mike. And Mike was over here and just jumped in. And hell, he did most of the work, and I just assisted on the things that we did, truth be known. And I'm just humbly grateful with the folks that I meet in the car community to give me the capability to do that. On top of that, Caleb Hayward out in Astoria, Oregon, has restored a GTV6 out there. A 17-year-old kid, 9 months, just took a car from nothing and has created something amazing. And you met online, never met him in person. We talk all the time, on FaceTime. And just amazing. I had some wine glass wheels that were in pretty good condition that were here that I wasn't going to use in the car. And I shipped them to him. He's like, how much you owe me? And I said, when you make your first million, you can pay me what I paid to ship them to you. So, which means nothing, but but it's just, he helped me out. I was cleaning the garage out. So another man's junk is another man's junk, as they say. So it was really cool to be able to do that. But anyways, the YouTubers came over yesterday afternoon. We are already, knee deep in this. I shot a bunch of footage, so I'm just doing a voiceover real quick for them so they can put this stuff together. Got some great kids behind me that are helping do this stuff, and they showed up about the same time. My bud Greg Branham and John Branham came over, and got it. I wish you came over more, by the way. Just amazing friends, amazing people. Came over. Greg's got quite a few cars. He's got a Liberty Walk 458 that was in Crown Rally last year. That's just awesome and amazing. But and Greg, so I called Greg right before Christmas, and he was going over to Harbor Freight, and I said, hey man, I was back and forth on buying an engine, cherry picker engine stand. I was trying to find one on the marketplace, and he was going over there. He's like, yeah, I got the trailer on here, to pick some stuff up. And I'm like, well, while you're over there, do me a favor, see how much the engine, hoists are, the cherry pickers. I need to get one. And he's like, yeah. And I messaged him a couple times, never responded. And then he called me later on and said, hey, Santa came by the house. So he got me a bunch of stuff, which is just, endearing again. And I got some stuff being made for him and the kids that's taking a little bit, but I'll get that to him here soon. But anyways, we jumped into this car, and I'll just kind of give you an overview of some of the stuff that we did first and foremost. We disconnected all the electronics, all the emission stuff, anything air, or fuel, or electric going to the engine, we pretty much got undone. I had already taken some stuff out of here, which made it a little bit easier to get in here. But once we got everything disconnected, we went onto the bottom of the car, and we had to get the exhaust off. And this is one of those times where you love that Mike was here and had the experience. I'm up under there with the whiz wheel. I'm like, just cut it out. He's like, you sure you're not going to reuse this? I'm like, hell no, I'm not going to reuse it. I saw this 6-pipe setup that Richard Melvin's got that he's partnered with EV Spares that we can get. I just saw it. I'm like, God, you got 6 pipes coming out of the bottom on this that, all collect into one. I'm like, I got to have that. So I cut that out. I preserved the O2 sensor, not that it's going to be ever used again. And by the way, the car runs fine without it, we found. But I pulled the O2 sensor out of the car and cut that stuff up. We got that out. And then we went back up deck, and we took the headers off the car. We had to figure out the air conditioning, the AC compressor a little bit. That was the only pain in the ass really we had there. We got that done. Then we drained the antifreeze out of the car. There's plugs on each side of the engine. I honestly just pulled the one out of the driver's side and then blew into the expansion tank and blew all of it out that we could. There was still a good bit left in the radiator when we took the radiator out, but not a big deal. We dumped that into the big, 35-gallon catch can that I've got, and got that out. Then pulled the hood off, got the radiator out, and started tagging and bagging stuff. There were little, odd and end bits and pieces, things we needed to do, but not a big deal. And then we had to get the drive shaft out of the car. So we tried to pull the engine. There's a I can't remember the name of the bolt, but it'll come to me here in probably just a minute. But we fought with this bolt for a while to figure out how to, if we needed to take it completely out, not take it completely out. I finally did. I need to put it back in the back of the whatever the hell the thing is. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words this morning as I do this voiceover. But then we had to get the drive shaft out. We didn't think we had to, but picked up the phone and called Caleb, and he's like, "Oh yeah, God, you got to take that thing out. Disconnect the transaxle." Disconnected at the Wijma. And I don't think, by the way, you have to take all 6 bolts out. I just think you have to take 3 on the drive shaft. You got to pry the living bejesus out of it and get it out of there. And I was sitting with a hammer, rubber mallet, destroyed the rubber mallet trying to get the thing out. And then Mike got in there with the crowbar and just popped it out in a couple minutes.
Yeah,
we got the drive shaft out and beat it out the other way.
Oh, baby, you're just about there.
How much more?
Oh, not much. It's almost there.
Go ahead.
And by the way, early on, he knew he was going to stay for a while, so we had a bourbon and a cigar, as I said earlier, which was just nice. By the way, Mike's a retired military pilot, flew, I think he flew F-111s, A-10s and F-16s, and then flew 777s for FedEx, so 2 retirement jobs, which is, car guy through and through, which you gotta love. But we got up under there, we got that out, and then we were able to hoist the engine out. By the way, a lot of people talk about taking the master cylinder out, brake booster. Don't have to do it at all. I would highly recommend taking the headers off the car. And then once you have that, I was lucky, we've got this lift, and we took the lift down to the very last lock and got the engine hoisted up in there. We got the strap very tight on the engine, taking the engine out, so we had as much leverage as we could get. And then I got underneath the car and just, I guided, basically what we needed to do on the bell housing. Thank you. The bell housing on the back to get it up. And once we got it, he had it. We lowered the car down on the lift, and as we lowered it down just above the engine hoist, it was pretty much out. He jacked it up some more. We pulled it out and then let the car the rest of the way down, which was great. So now it's the day after, by the way. So Alex and Will, I'll give a shout out. I had gone back and forth with a few YouTubers, and I never got the traction that I needed, and I didn't have really somebody pushing me to do this. And Alex and Will, I'll talk about them. We'll do a YouTube video about them. But the way that I met Alex and everything is pretty cool. But high school kids, very intelligent. You're very smart, very good on video stuff. But I think this next video today that you're watching now, hopefully, I think you'll see a difference in the cinematography and things that they're doing. He's really into this stuff, which I love. I love being a part of it, and I'm paying them to do this. But last night we got done at, I think 9 or 10 o'clock. I don't even know. It was really bad. Like, their parents got to come over here and meet me, so they know what's going on over here. Families over here. We got, our kids are in and out all the time. But we went to Taco Mac and ate, and then my daughter came out with her boyfriend and spent some time with us, which is great. And just, cut up, had a good time. And I think I got home at midnight last night. So I gotta say thank you. I never do this enough. Thank you to my wife and my family for literally, allowing me to have, the freedom sometimes that I need to be able to have this outlet for my sanity, and being understanding, right? So I try to be understanding on the things that they're doing, but they're also very understanding on the things that I'm doing. It does take a little bit of time away from family on the car stuff that we're doing, but this is my outlet. Like, this is sometimes the therapy that I need. So anyways, I'll leave you with that. Alex, I hope you're doing an incredible voiceover for us on top of this. And I just want this to be the opener, and you guys watch this a little bit long video, but there's a lot of content. They were over here shooting for hours yesterday. So enjoy. Love you guys. In the words of John Taylor Page, peace out.